Okay, so the first thing we're going to start with is the engine. Yes. So you can tell us what it is.
Well, it's a Ford Fiesta ST line, and it's the 1 litre turbos. So these are the 3-pot cylinders. Inevitably, they don't like to be played with. Yeah. And unfortunately, I learned the hard way in doing this. So, but in saying that, there's a silver lining with Everton. Yeah. I wouldn't have the car the way it is today if I didn't go down that road. Yeah. Rebuilding it was the best possible thing. What
did you do to it at the beginning that didn't turn out well?
Off-the-shelf map.
Okay.
An off-the-shelf map caused this, and basically what happened was I got the off-the-shelf map, took 2 days, and I was only given 8 horsepower, but this wasn't shown or brought to light until it went on the dyno. Okay. And it was only when Joe came out to me from Stone, he's like, what should you say you should have been running? Yeah. I was like, 155, it's generally a 25% increase in power. He's like, it's 136 from 125. Yeah. I was like, you're having a laugh. Yeah. So naturally I rang them back, and then they're like, look, you can bring it down, throw it on the dyno. I was like, no, look, I was like, I'm just leaving it where it is because it needs to be tuned correctly now. It's not breathing properly, it's not fueling properly. But this gave long-term damage. None of this would have been known until the engine actually went, the piston blew. Yeah. Again, it was tuned correctly, and any normal car, because these are such small engines, any normal car would have went within a week or 2 weeks. Yeah. And this, it took 4 months to go. Yeah. Now there were a few telltale signs. You're not going to know these if you're not aware of it already. Yeah. You're just going to think, okay, that's something small. Yeah. So, lo and behold, it went, and it was an emotional 3 months, to say the least. So what I done in that space of time was we decided, right, we're going to go from the ground up. Yeah. We forged the engine, got a hybrid turbo, custom built 6-speed gearbox, all from the UK, and we went from there. And it wasn't as straightforward as saying, yes, buy these parts and put them in. There's a lot to be done. There was a lot of information that wasn't accessible to us at the time. Again, not many people have done what's been done with this. It's not very common. Yeah. So it took us quite some time just to get the correct information just about doing this. Like, we were told that the engine block needed to be notched. That set us back another 2 weeks because we then had to send it off to an engineer to get that notched as well, so the pistons would fit. Each piston itself holds 230 brake horsepower. Nothing to be sniffed at, so it's well capable of the power it's pushing now.
What's the power it's making now?
The power it's making now is 183 brake and 245 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah. So with that, it's not the final stage of power. There is another set to go. It needs a reverse engineer on the ECU, but Stone are out the door now with drift seasons, so we'll come back to that towards the end of the year. Again, it's not on my on my to-do list. It's kind of the last piece of the puzzle. I'm happy with the power it's pushing now. It's absolutely amazing to drive. The 6-speed gearbox was possibly one of the best things to ever happen to these cars.
It was 5-speed before, obviously, was it?
The 5-speeds, they're shocking.
And is the 6-speed put in because it's stronger, or just
it can take more power, it can take more, it's able to handle more on the car.
They usually
the IB5s they're shockingly weak. I'd be changing from first to second, and the gear, it'd be getting stuck. I'd go around left corner, I'd be literally reefing it out at first. It's a known problem with them before, it won't acknowledge it either. So we changed the gear linkage cables, and everything's saying, yeah, look, we'll work from the ground up trying to figure it out, but no. But as you can see, it's lovely and dressed to have everything
very
cleaned.
Nice. All your stainless steel up there as well.
Polished stainless steel mirrors, the custom gloss black dress up kit. I've changed all the pipes. Again, I wanted the black and red team to be severely black and red, and I've achieved that to what I can do.
Is there anything new done to the front end as well? Obviously the Maxon design lip.
Yes, now the front obviously wasn't bought like that. I got, as I call them, my race holes, and I love them. They do actually serve a purpose, and not there just for the crack. They do give more air in to help.
Is that your
is that's my lovely intercooler, my AirTech intercooler.
It's massive, is it? Is that from here all the way down?
Yes.
Jeez, that's big, isn't it?
Huge.
I thought that was a radiator.
And that's custom built as well.
Yeah.
That took 3 months to make. Which was, I hated waiting on it, but it transforms the car once it's on.
Where's the radiator then? In behind it, or?
Yeah, in behind it, down there somewhere. You can see it just
behind this, is it? Yeah. Behind the fan? Oh, okay.
Quite small, they're only small little ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, Maxon design lip, then obviously the race holes, then I changed these were the standard plastic that come before it. So paint mods, got them gloss black with the red bedazzled. Then moving on, eyebrows, red trim, tinted headlights. Then naturally I couldn't not change the badge trim. Like, come on. Literally everything that I could think of. Then, as of recent, now again, I'm 3 years doing this. This didn't happen overnight. People were like, "Where'd you get the money?" I'm like, "I'm literally 3 years."
Yeah, 3 years doing the entire thing.
So literally wages.
So it's 2016. So
Yeah.
you've had.
3 years, 4 months.
So how was it? Wasn't obviously new, was it?
Well, no, bought new from the showroom.
Brand new.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's my third brand new car. Credit union's great. No, yeah, Ford hate me.
Okay.
They
I
absolutely
guess it
hate
doesn't go back for its
No.
service.
No, God no. As soon as I took this, I was like, Paul, don't be calling me now in 2 years to take this back in because you won't be getting it. They used to hate taking my cars back off me.
Yeah.
I had 2 Fiestas previous to this as well since 2010.
Yeah.
And every time I would go back and trade up, they'd be like, what have you done now? What do we need to undo? I'm
Yeah.
like, take it. But no, as of most recently, there would be the ST180 Recaros and the ST180 Reels. They are not the Rado grey that are standard on the wheels.
Yeah.
They are actually a custom Subaru grey that I don't know the colour code of.
Okay, they are proper ST wheels though.
Oh yeah, no,
And
they're
then
ST wheels. It
you've
was when I
sprayed
sent them off to get refurbished there before dubshed. And I was like, have you got the Rado grey? He's like, no, we don't.
Yeah.
But there's this grey here that's similar. I was
Yeah.
like, go with it, haven't got time.
Yeah.
Really delighted with it. It's much nicer and it
Yeah,
has a slight
it's lovely.
shimmer in it as well. ST180 discs on the front and calipers. Then where did we go? Then my racing decals, my again full kit, maxing kit all around. Full non-res Miltech exhaust on large bore downpipe.
Do you want to start the car up?
Pardon?
Do you want to start the car up? Just hear
Yes.
the exhaust.
So I can do a little bit.
So is that straight pipe all the way back, are you saying?
No, it's just a non-res. So
Oh, okay, it's just like
non-res
resonator out, okay.
The non-legal one.
So do you have the same size all the way back from the turbo, like, or have you gone wider?
No,
or anything with
there's
piping?
a large bore down pipe, and then I can change that. I'll have to change obviously down when it comes to NTT because, well, that one won't pass because of emissions and backlash.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, they don't.
Okay.
That's why it was literally the option on the website. EU regulation or non-EU regulation, and then in brackets illegal. I was like, illegal please. And it actually has a printed metal plate on the exhaust, not roadworthy.
Yeah.
Well done, Miltech. It's good times. One of my, again, I've done a lot in the last 4 months trying to get the car finished for dubshed. My race red roll cage. This is actually the same colour paint as the car.
Okay, you had that
Possibly
sprayed up yourself, was it?
AirTech themselves gave you the option. You could have it as
Okay.
white, or you could get it sprayed to the same colour as your car. Naturally, I was like, race red, please. So got it race red, and I absolutely love the cage. Then the custom floor, them mats are supposed to be red, but I'm working on that. They'll do for now. They said red on the
Did they go
website.
pink?
Yeah, but it's grand. I'm a girl, so we get away with it.
Where did you get them? Did you cut them yourself? Or
Yeah, I
they...
did cut them in my house at like 2 o'clock in the morning, like 3-4 up. I was like, grand. But yeah, no, I was delighted with them now.
What about the back bumper then as well? That's...
That wasn't standard, no. See, I've forgotten all this. I've been at it so long. The standard ST line bumper is just black trim. So this is the ST180 rear ones, and then the canards are separate, which were only put in December, and
They're nice.
them by pure fluke on.
They're just kind of
I
generic
had
ones.
seen them in the summer, but I couldn't purchase them because it was an overseas link and it wouldn't let me buy them.
Oh, okay.
And it was my other half. He was just able to, don't know what way he done it, and he was able to buy them, so he got them as part of a Christmas present. So naturally, I was delighted. Just need to sharpen up the red, and I'd be happy with that. Other than that, it's grand. But again, it's out to the ground. It's going to get dirty and weathered.
Yeah. It's your daily as well, then, isn't it?
It is my daily.
Yeah.
It is, and I'm nervous wreck daily in it.
Yeah.
Just because of it, like I'm over 20 grand in modifications now.
Jesus.
That's a lot of money. The car itself is 22 and a half.
Yeah.
So tinted the rear lights, dress up kit, foot all
What
round.
about suspension? I'm guessing you're
Standard suspension.
Oh, okay.
Standard suspension.
was
I don't
wondering.
want to touch the suspension because of the way the car sits, especially on the kit.
It's fine. Like it doesn't.
It's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I mean,
When I go back on the 16s, I'm rubbing on the front. I've done a lot to the interior, little touches wise.
spotless, isn't it?
I was cleaning last night. I was very delighted with myself because I got all the red trims all cleaned up real nice. That's a custom made gear knob and gator for this car. That took 3 months to arrive. My heart was broke. It was not fun to install.
I'd say it's great having the space in the back for transport and stuff and everything, is it?
It's great fun. We don't have to take passengers.
So what ECU are you running on it now?
Standard.
Oh, standard ECU?
Yeah, it's a standard ECU.
Oh, you can tune them, can you?
Yes.
I never understand that. Like with MX-5s now, I know like straight away if you want to do anything, you... Oh, I suppose there's turbo on this from... Yeah, okay, that's probably why.
But no, it's stage 4, and that's when went to stage 4 with forged pistons, hybrid turbo, and custom built 6-speed box. Again, not predominantly done over in Ireland, in Ireland and UK, should I say. It's more so, as far as I was told by the UK, it was more the Netherlands and Berlin.
Yeah.
They're mad for doing them.
Yeah.
But again, people just don't see the worth in doing this to these sort of cars over here. And it's not cheap to do. And it's not easy to do. There's a lot of...
And what sort of power does the Fiesta ST make from factory?
Factory STs are 182 and boost at 197. These are, the ST Lions are 125, but again, they're 4-pot cylinders and these are 3-pot, and they have standard 6-speed, so they're built completely different, despite the shells looking quite similar.
Yeah, okay. So you're saying this is a 6-speed, it's not 6-speed from the Ford ST, it's a...
No, it's a custom built 6-speed from a Fiesta ST and a Focus.
Okay.
Because the Bellhausens from... We learned this the hard way, by the way, during the rebuild, because I bought a 6-speed box and they were like, yeah, this isn't going in.
Yeah. And
so then rang the guys and we're like, what are we going to do? He's like, yeah, that's a custom build box. And we're like, oh, right, okay, that's me down to €5,000. But they're immensely fun to drive. For a one-pot, the torque is ridiculous.
I love the noise of it.
I do. My favourite thing is the dump valve. Jesus, that was one of my first.
You can hear everything like so nicely because it's not like usually like older cars that be in with turbos and everything. Yeah. You hear everything scraping, rubbing, rattling. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yours is just engine noise, like. You know
it's not obnoxious. Yeah. It's doable. You can hear it in peace. It's far too much fun to drive. Far too much fun.
So you were saying as well, you paid what, 22.5 for it? 22.
I traded in my old Fiesta. It was a Mark 7.5 Z-Tech, and traded in against this, and it worked out like about 10. I think that I had to put to it. Because again, I kept trading up. But geez, I got a great deal on getting this. I didn't anticipate doing this with the car. Naturally, I do a few bits, but it just so happened when I was doing research, I saw a lot of potential. Again,
were you planning that then, this, when you kind of got the car? Was this always...
Not to this extent. I didn't know I was going to go this far with it. I don't think I anticipated to spend 20 grand on the car in 3 years in modifications. But I realised the further I got with the car doing little bits, I was like, yeah, okay, do you know what? I'm just going to keep going further until I'm told no more. And the no more point was when I actually finished, which was just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so you're finished now.
I'm finished now. Now everyone's all saying, oh, there's more you can do. And I'm like, yeah, I know that, but the majority is done. I don't have much more to do. I can do a rear axle conversion, but the car's not pushing out enough power to warrant that. And what else can I do? Like the other stuff, I tell you that, then it's not secret. Then I'd have no surprises left. Everyone will know. Everyone will know. I'll have no surprises left. I don't have much left to do, so I have to hold on to it.
Alright, so I'll ask you on camera, why didn't you get an ST and why did you
go? The dreaded question! Basically, the reason I didn't get an ST was I liked this car. I liked the look of it. I loved the STs, but I was drawn to this. And I knew I could do stuff with this, and the longer I had the car, now again I could have always traded up, the longer I had the car and I realised the road I was going down, I was like, anyone can buy an ST, anyone can throw an ST engine into the 1 litre engines, but not everyone is going to rebuild the fucking engines and just completely gut the car and build from the ground up. So it's quite unique for its kind, and it's known for that now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It took a while for people to kind of listen to me and understand what I was doing.
Yeah.
I got a lot of grief at the beginning, I'd say in 2016 when I'd started, because people just didn't understand. Like when I got the bonnet fence, Jesus Christ, I got dogs abuse off everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, you're after voiding your warranty, this, that and the other, and I was like, my car. I don't care. I'll do what I want.
And then when you get it mapped the last time, what sort of power will it make then? Is it over 200?
This is the final, the reverse engineering ECU. We will be looking at approximately 195, 197 max. Now that's safe running power. We can go higher, but there's absolutely no point.
Yeah.
There's no point going more power when it's not going to be safe running. It'll just do more damage than good, and there's absolutely no point in that. So we're going with the safe running power, so the car can just stay safe running.
Yeah.
Because we don't want it to be fucking, we don't want it going again. See what I mean? So much fun.
And you said front brakes are ST?
They're ST180 brakes.
Okay, yeah.
I upgraded them too.
That's it for today's video. That was Laura's 1 litre Ford Fiesta. That thing was incredibly clean. I didn't show the interior too much, but it was just spotless on the inside. One of my favorite things about it was the roll cage. It just looks so good on the interior of the car, and then paint on it matched the paintwork off the car exactly. It sounded great as well. I had some clips in there as well, and then the engine bay was just spotless too. It's definitely a really unique car in Ireland to see someone doing that with a 1 litre EcoBoost. So that's it for this video. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up, if you want to see more, subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers now. I'm about 15 away, so I'd appreciate if you would consider subscribing, push me over that 1,000 mark. And that's it for this video. The next video on the Irish car scene will be a S15 down at Mondello Track. Another incredibly clean car as well, so that will be the next one you'll see probably in about 2 weeks time. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.